I thought Enda might be feeling a bit lonely this morning, and a couple of those Fine Gael politicians. So we've got our own little tigery animal here, coming out of the flames, coming back being reborn. And I put a little poem together, but one of the lads said it should be a song. So it's called Empty Promises, and that's what I felt when I listened to all the stuff in the Dáil last night, or the Fine Gael workshop and talking. So it's called Empty Promises, and it's for you, and I dedicate it to the Fine Gael people and the Fianna Fáil and Labour and all those other people who screwed up our country, and all the lovely bankers who screwed us up as well in what they did. So we're all in power. You've left it be screwed up. You've never done anything worthwhile on the Magdalen Laundry setup. You've never done anything worthwhile on the separated fathers being given equality. We don't have equality under the Constitution. Women have more rights bringing up kids than men do, even if the men have actually been the house husbands. They have little or no rights. So it's the children's rights is what you're supposed to be doing. And we're supposed to protect our children, but you've sold us down this one. So this is what I feel after listening to your political stuff. I listen to your promises, your words, they have no substance. I listen to your promises, your words, they break my heart. You promise all tomorrow, yet tomorrow never comes. You fill us all with sorrow while you pay off all your chums. You've stolen from our children, the young, the old, the poor. You've taken from our pockets, can't you see there is no more? So while politicians promise and the rich they get their fill, the rest of us must perish for the rich political will. When you've sold us and there's nothing, with our lands no longer free, will we simply be forgotten, erased from history? You're nothing but a junkie in need of its next fix, a rich man's political monkey dancing, doing tricks. How sad you have forgotten all humanity. How sad you have forgotten to be all that you can be. Time for you to go, time for you to leave. This time it's forever, you nodding up your sleeve. Time to clear your mess up, to rid your junkie friends. Time to clear your mess up, for this is where it ends. We'll have no water meters, no new tax or TTIP. We want Ireland for the people and our land screams to be free. We're fed up with recession, we're fed up with your lies. We're fed up with the meters, the media and its lies. Forget Fine Gael, forget Fianna Fáil. Forget Labour, forget them one and all. Forget the local councils, the Senate and the Dáil. Forget the liars present, forget them when they call. Honest men in prisons, rich men walking tall, robbing all the peasants, stealing from them all. Your time it's all over, you killed the golden egg. You've stripped us of the tiger and left us all to beg. We're coming for to get you one and all. The crowd we are rising and we're gonna make you fall. Going to make you fall. And we're back, and we're coming, and we're going to get you. Bye-bye, Enda. Bye-bye, Joan. And bye-bye all you politicians that have decided to screw us over for wealth. Bye-bye all your false promises. and start doing all those things you should have done about those people in the Magdalen laundries, the 70,000 children who should have the rights to know who they are that were put up for adoption. And start giving men equal rights, separated men, because we have sons and we have brothers as well as sisters and daughters, and men should have equal rights, and our children should have equal rights to see their parents, and our children should have the rights to own their lands. Already we pay 23% VAT on everything we buy. That's above a fifth and below a quarter of everything that we spend and everything that we earn, you get. And then you get us with further taxes. And you wonder why we're upset when people get 188 in the dole and then they have their kids on the weekend and they only get the 188 to feed them. So they don't get housing allowance and they get problems with medical cards, and you've had all this time to solve these problems and you haven't done a good enough job. So good luck to you. And I hope the next lot that come in can actually count and do mathematics, because you don't seem to understand that money put in for water meters, the 1.2 billion, 1,200 million divided by 4.5 million means that we roughly pay 3,000 per year each towards water. It's 2% of VAT and 5% of VRT that this is taken from, along with USC and a number of other taxes. But you didn't put it back into water for 10 years, Fianna Fáil. So that was 6.5 billion that you didn't put into, you put it somewhere else. You did your spending spree. And Fine Gael has only put 350 in, 350 million per year. So that's 850 million per year, which was probably taken to pay off the debts that were caused by the previous government. But Fine Gael was in power with the previous government. They were the opposition and should have been keeping an eye on all this. So they are as much responsible for that 6.5 billion not going into the water as the actual Fianna Fáil government. And so is Sinn Féin, and so is Labour, so are all the bloody parties. You just didn't keep an eye on the ball. You're useless at mathematics. Basic mathematics is that I actually know how much money I've got for the week to spend, how much money I can actually spend. And if you don't understand how to do this, please send all your bloody people to MABS. Okay? And they will give you money advice, budgeting, because that's what their service is. They should actually be running this government, because you're actually useless. And people shouldn't have to go to Vincent de Paul for cash when you've actually got community welfare officers out there. They should see people that are struggling and they should actually do something about it, instead of lip service and photographs watching people on the streets begging. And then there is no one actually considered homeless in Limerick, because they're not allowed to actually go into buildings in Limerick. Oh, you're sweeties. You really are sweeties. You're taking from the children, our children, just as like previous governments have taken from us. And we're fed up with it. We want a proper economy, no more Mickey Mouse FOSS schemes or Jobs Reach or internships, which don't make the actual worker any money. They actually make them poorer. Come the day of the revolution, and I hope it's a peaceful one, I would like to actually see everyone getting a fair crack at a whip, from rich man down to poor man. If you're actually skilled at making money, fair play to you. If you're not, and you can actually do something for society, that's the idea. We need to actually get the whole of society working together. And we don't need Mickey Mouse politicians lying to us anymore. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it.